Chennai, India, 1968. A 13-year-old girl stood on her family's rooftop, guitar in hand, belting out Western rock songs. Her mother screamed from below, "Indra, get down this instant. What will the neighbors think?" But Indra Krishnamurthy didn't care about neighbors. She had bigger dreams. Dreams that would one day make her the most powerful woman in corporate America. But that night, those dreams seemed impossible. The Krishnamurthy family lived by strict Tamil Brahmin traditions. Girls stayed home. Girls cooked. Girls married young. Girls didn't dream of conquering the world. Indra's father worked at the State Bank of India. Steady job. Decent income. Traditional expectations. Her mother ran the household with an iron fist. Every rule, every tradition, every limitation designed to keep women in their place. But Indra was different. At age 8, she started playing cricket with the neighborhood boys. Her family was horrified. "Girls don't play with boys," they shouted. Indra played anyway. At 12, she formed a rock band called the Rebels. They performed on street corners. Her mother threatened to disown her. Indra kept performing. At 15, she started debating politics with her father's friends. They were shocked. A teenage girl challenging grown men. Unthinkable. Indra kept debating. School was her sanctuary. At Madras Christian College, she discovered her superpower, numbers. Mathematics came naturally. Business concepts clicked instantly. Professors noticed her analytical mind, her ability to see patterns others missed. But college also brought pressure. Her parents started arranging meetings with potential husbands, traditional boys from good families, boys who expected traditional wives. Indra had other plans. "I'm going to America for my MBA," she announced at dinner one night. Silence. Her father nearly choked on his food. "Girls don't go to America alone," her mother said firmly. "This girl does." The fight lasted months. Tears, arguments, ultimatums. Her parents couldn't understand. Why risk everything for some Western degree? Why abandon security for uncertainty? But Indra had already applied to Yale School of Management. When the acceptance letter arrived, her mother cried for 3 days. Her father didn't speak to her for a week. But slowly, they realized their daughter wasn't going to be stopped. August 1978. 23-year-old Indra boarded her first airplane. In her pocket, $500. In her heart, unshakable determination. New Haven, Connecticut felt like another planet. Yale was intimidating. Her classmates came from Harvard, Stanford, Wharton. They wore expensive suits, spoke perfect English, had powerful family connections. Indra had none of that. What she had was hunger. While others networked at cocktail parties, Indra studied. While they went skiing on weekends, she worked part-time jobs. While they relied on family money, she counted every dollar. Her first winter nearly broke her. Connecticut cold was brutal. Her thin Indian clothes provided no protection. She couldn't afford a proper coat. Some nights, she wrapped herself in blankets, wondering if she'd made a terrible mistake. But spring brought opportunity. Boston Consulting Group came recruiting. They offered her a summer internship, her first taste of American corporate culture. The pace was intense. The expectations were sky high. The competition was ruthless. Indra thrived. Her analytical skills impressed partners. Her fresh perspective solved complex problems. Her work ethic was legendary. BCG offered her a full-time position after graduation. MBA completed. Indra joined BCG as a junior consultant. Her starting salary was more than her father made in India. She was 25 years old, single, independent. living the American dream. But something was missing. Consulting was prestigious, well paid, intellectually stimulating. But Indra wanted to build something, not just advise, not just analyze, create. After 6 years at BCG, she made a bold move. Motorola offered her a strategy position, real product decisions, real impact, real responsibility. She took it. Chicago was different from Boston, grittier, more industrial, but Motorola was innovating. Cellular phones, semiconductors, technology that would change the world. Indra dove in. She restructured product lines, streamlined operations, identified new market opportunities. Within 2 years, she was promoted to vice president of strategy. But her biggest break was coming. PepsiCo was struggling. Coca-Cola dominated soft drinks. McDonald's was eating Taco Bell's lunch. Frito-Lay was losing market share. The company needed fresh thinking, new leadership, different perspectives. They needed Indra Nooyi. The headhunter call came on a Tuesday morning. PepsiCo wants to meet you. Chief Financial Officer position, reporting directly to the CEO. Indra was intrigued. PepsiCo wasn't just soda. It was a portfolio of brands. Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Gatorade, Frito-Lay, Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, billions in revenue, millions of customers. The interview process was intensive. CEO Wayne Calloway grilled her for hours. Financial projections, strategic vision, operational efficiency. Indra answered every question with precision and confidence. "When can you start?" he asked. She started that Monday. PepsiCo headquarters in Purchase, New York was imposing. Massive campus, thousands of employees, corporate hierarchy that seemed impossible to navigate. But Indra had learned to navigate impossible things. Her first task, fix the finances. PepsiCo's books were a mess. Multiple acquisitions, complex structures, inefficient operations. Wall Street was losing confidence. Stock price was stagnating. Indra spent 3 months analyzing everything. Every division, every product line, every expense, every opportunity. She built financial models that revealed hidden problems and untapped potential. Her presentation to the board was devastating. "We're spreading ourselves too thin," she explained. "Restaurant chains are dragging down profitability. We need to focus on what we do best, beverages and snacks." The board was skeptical. Restaurants generated massive revenue. How could they just abandon them? But Indra's numbers were irrefutable. Return on investment was terrible. Growth was slowing. Competition was intensifying. PepsiCo needed to choose be mediocre at everything or excellent at something. CEO Roger Enrico, who had replaced Callaway, agreed. 1997 became the year of transformation. PepsiCo spun off its restaurant division. Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, and KFC became independent companies. The market was shocked. Analysts were confused. Competitors were amused. Indra didn't care. With restaurants gone, PepsiCo could focus entirely on beverages and snacks. Investment increased. Innovation accelerated. Marketing improved. Results followed. Stock price doubled in 18 months. Wall Street took notice. Fortune magazine called it the best corporate restructuring of the decade. Business schools wrote case studies. But Indra wasn't done. She saw another opportunity: international expansion. Emerging markets were exploding. China, India, Brazil, Russia. Billions of new consumers were entering the middle class. They wanted Western brands, American products, global experiences. PepsiCo was perfectly positioned. Indra developed an aggressive expansion strategy, joint ventures with local partners, culturally adapted products. price points for emerging market consumers. Results were spectacular. International revenue grew 300% in 5 years. PepsiCo became truly global. Not just American companies selling abroad, but multinational corporations serving local tastes. 2006 brought the ultimate recognition. CEO Roger Enrico was retiring. The board needed a successor, someone who understood finance, someone who could execute strategy, someone who could lead a global organization. The choice was obvious. On August 14th, 2006, Indra Nooyi became CEO of PepsiCo. The girl from Chennai, who fought her parents to come to America, who worked nights to pay for business school, who climbed corporate ladders while fighting cultural expectations. She was now running a $39 billion company. The press coverage was intense. First Indian-born CEO of a major American corporation. Second woman to lead a Fortune 50 company. Symbol of American opportunity and immigrant success. But Indra focused on work, not headlines. Her first CEO decision defined her tenure, performance with purpose. PepsiCo wouldn't just maximize profits, it would serve society. Environmental sustainability, healthier products, employee well-being, community investment. Wall Street was skeptical. Investors wanted returns, not social responsibility. Indra delivered both. Under her leadership, PepsiCo launched healthier snacks, reduced sugar in beverages, eliminated artificial ingredients, invested in water conservation, promoted workplace diversity. Revenue grew from $39 billion to $67 billion. Stock price increased 80%. Market capitalization exceeded $200 billion. But success came with sacrifice. 12-hour days became normal. International travel was constant. Family time was limited. The pressure was enormous. Being a female CEO brought additional challenges. Every decision was scrutinized. Every mistake was magnified. Every success was questioned. Is she tough enough? Can she handle the pressure? Will investors respect a woman? Indra answered with results. 2008 financial crisis tested every CEO. Companies collapsed. Markets crashed. Consumers stopped spending. PepsiCo not only survived but thrived. While competitors cut costs and fired employees, Indra invested in innovation, new products, new markets, new capabilities. When the economy recovered, PepsiCo was stronger than ever. Her leadership style was unique. Not the typical corporate autocrat, not the charismatic visionary. Instead, she was analytical, collaborative, strategic. She listened to employees, respected different viewpoints, built consensus before making decisions. But she was also demanding. Standards were high. Performance was expected. Mediocrity wasn't tolerated. Excellence is not a skill, she often said. It's an attitude. International expansion continued under her leadership. PepsiCo entered dozens of new markets, adapted products for local tastes, built manufacturing facilities in emerging economies, created jobs for millions. In India, she was particularly passionate. The country that had been skeptical of her dreams was now benefiting from her success. PepsiCo invested billions in Indian operations, hired thousands of Indian employees, supported local farmers and suppliers. Recognition followed achievement. Fortune named her the most powerful woman in business 5 years running. Forbes ranked her among the world's most powerful people. Time included her in their list of most influential people. But the recognition that meant most came from home. She returned to Chennai for her mother's 80th birthday. The same neighbors who had criticized her guitar playing now lined the streets to welcome her home. Local newspapers called her Chennai's daughter. The Tamil Nadu government honored her with their highest civilian award. Her mother, now proud beyond words, introduced her to everyone as my daughter, the CEO. But corporate leadership is temporary. After 12 years as CEO, Indra announced her retirement. She was 63 years old, had achieved everything imaginable, built a legacy that would inspire generations. Her farewell letter to employees was emotional. We've done something extraordinary together. Not just built a business, but built a business that matters. One that feeds families, creates jobs, serves communities, and protects our planet. Wall Street celebrated her tenure. Stock price had nearly tripled. Revenue had grown 80%. PepsiCo was stronger, more diverse, more sustainable than ever. But her impact extended beyond financial metrics. She proved that immigrant dreams could come true, that women could lead global corporations, that businesses could serve society while serving shareholders. Today, Indra serves on multiple boards, advises startups, mentors young leaders, continues fighting for causes she believes in. But her story remains an inspiration. From Chennai rebel to corporate queen, from guitar-playing teenager to Fortune 50 CEO, from tradition-breaking daughter to global icon. The girl who refused to stay quiet, who fought for her dreams, who proved that sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is believe in yourself, even when nobody else does, especially when nobody else does. Her legacy lives on in every young woman who dreams big, every immigrant who takes risks, every leader who chooses purpose over profit. Indra Nooyi didn't just break glass ceilings. She showed the world how to build ladders for others to climb. And that might be her greatest achievement of all.